Let's go out to Kirk Muyres joining us now, the newest member of Team Dunstone. Ho, 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 Kirk. Didn't see this one coming. Congratulations on the news, sir. And how are you?
Good. I'm doing good. Just self-isolation here with my partner, Claire. But other than that, it's been a crazy morning and crazy couple weeks, but doing well.
Claire, obviously, were you in the room when she was on with us yesterday, by the way? You had to have been because you're self-isolating with her.
I was upstairs here in my office. Claire was downstairs in her makeshift office. We try to separate ourselves for most of the day when we can, just to try to keep it a little normal. But I did sort of hear what she was talking about a little bit.
You know, she teased the news. She said there'll be some big news in the next couple days, and this is what it is. You are joining Team Dunstone along with Braden Muskogee and Dustin Kidby. So can you talk about how far this goes back and your thoughts on the news, please?
Yeah, they reached out to me a week or so ago, and then the mind started going a little bit. After Flash got let go from Cooey, we knew there was probably going to be some shakeups in the province, and so that kind of got everyone thinking. And then they came to me with this opportunity, and we just saw how well they play in big moments. We saw them play at the Brier, and obviously how well they played there. They won the Grand Slam. It showed that they already had the capability to beat the best in the world, play with the best in the world, and be very consistent. And that's what kind of excited me about the opportunity. And I was excited to kind of come in, in almost a more of a caddy and support role at second, and maybe just help them tweak a few things that I can help them be a little better and get to that next level. Because they are so good already, and I just want to be along and support them any way I can to kind of get them to the next level, and obviously hone my skills at the second position.
Well, let's put it this way. You won the Tankard, the provincial Tankard 2 years ago. You beat them. They won it this year, beating you. This isn't a case of you saying if you can't beat them, join them. This is like a merger more than anything, right?
Yeah, I think so. And I think it was a point in each of our lives too when we were ready to kind of commit and make that next step. So that was a big part of it. And lots of people say, at second, Kirk, you're demoting yourself to second from Skip. And I think I don't see it that way at all. And I believe a lot of people that are really invested in the curling world don't see that either. We see all the big teams now. They have 4 players that can be very good skips on their own, but they realize to do something great, you need to come together. And that was really the driving force for me. I realized, it's not a demotion. It's me going into a different role that I still have to play it as precise and as good as I needed to play at skip, as well as support the guys in front of me to kind of be that little better than they can be without me. So I'm just looking to kind of be the support they need to kind of excel them to the best players they can be.
Couple of questions for you, Kirk. First one is, how's your sweeping skills, and what are you doing to get those re-engaged now, going from skip to second?
Yeah, I'm luckily I've only skipped for 2 years. I was third before that for many years. Braden and I won the Canadian Junior Championship in 2011. I was playing third for Braden. And then as well as when I went to the Brier with Maddie in 2018, I was playing second on that team. So I can sweep. But I know I was playing some mixed doubles last year. My arm hurt after a couple of days of sweeping. So I think I can't go to the gym, obviously, these days. So a lot of push-ups are in store for me this summer to kind of get me ready to go to sweep and make sure I don't ruin too many of the boys' shots ahead of me.
I only ask because, 1 year of not sweeping or a couple, and it can be tough to re-engage those muscles. But the other thing I wanted to ask is, what about your team now, the Muyres team? What happens to them, and how did they take this news?
They took it well. We've said it forever. Kevin and Dan Marsh are two of the best people in curling. If you ever meet them, everyone has that same notion. So they respected the decision. They supported it, and will remain great friends. And the tough one was leaving my brother. We played together kind of in the men's ranks or the professional ranks for almost 10 years. He's the only teammate that I've had that whole time. And then growing up, we traveled to Saskatchewan together every weekend, playing together, growing and learning the game together. So that was a tough one. Luckily, Dallin supported me in this decision. He said he's excited to see what we can do with this new team. I'm just grateful for his support. But that was a really, really tough decision to leave, step away from playing with Dallin for a couple of years. Who knows what happens down the road? But that was a few tears were shed with that one for sure. He's my best friend, my big brother, and my longest teammate. So it was a very emotional time, but I'm just grateful for his support in this decision that really I made for myself in terms of what I think I can do in the game in the next few years.
What about your dad? He's your coach, isn't he?
Yeah, he coached us the last couple of years. Same thing. He's very supportive of it. He, at the end of the day, I'm not a parent, but I can see it. All parents just want what's best for their kids. So he supported me in the decision. My mom supported me in the decision. I'm very fortunate for that. At the end of the day, it isn't final. This who knows what's going to happen after the next couple of years, but all I know is I'm going to put my heart and soul into this group for these guys over the next 2 years, and then who knows what happens. My brother and I, we may play together down the road again, but for now, I am totally committed to doing everything in my power to make myself as good as I can be at the second role, as well as support those guys in being a little better in their roles. And I'm excited to kind of see what happens if we can get on the ice this next year. Who knows what happens in the world.
Well, of course you will be, but let me just end it with this. I'm excited for you. I can't imagine how excited you are. Like, this is big.
Yeah, thank you. It is. I think I've said this a few years, and you guys have heard me talk about it too. There's about 8, 9, 12 players in Saskatchewan that were quite young, but having a lot of success over the last few years. And then in curling, you kind of reach your peak, 30, 31, 35, those ranges. And we're seeing this, I kind of all come together, I think. And I'm just so happy I can contribute to this team and kind of presumably through my, the years that I kind of peak as a curler. And I'm just excited to be a part of that group. And then hopefully we can just excel and, end that Briar drought and get to the trials in 2021 in Saskatoon and be that hometown team. And who knows what happens there too. I mean, that's the exciting part. So I appreciate it, Rod. We are pumped for what's going to come in the next little while here.
You betcha. It's time. All right, Kirk, we'll let you rip that off and get back to whatever it is that you're doing. I appreciate this, and thanks for joining us last minute.
Appreciate you having me, guys. Take care and be safe. We'll get through this.
You betcha. Kirk Muyres joining us on video chat. Nice work, Clark. Stick tap to Clark for pulling that rabbit out of the hat. We got another guest next. Overtime's coming up. Hang on, everybody. It's the Rod Pedersen Show, Facebook Live, and listen live at rodpedersen.com.
Building a deeper connection with our fans by putting them in the show. It's a new era of sports talk. The Rod Pedersen Show airs from 10 to noon, Monday to Friday on Facebook Live. Join the conversation today and tune in. Online, on your phone, at home, at work. Follow us on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. And subscribe on YouTube for all the content you want to watch. Don't wait. Do it right now.